This video is sponsored by 𝐶𝐬𝐬 Financial. More on them later. Have you ever heard the term chasing the market? Welcome to the channel where I review and critique every single family home that comes on the market in Beverly Hills in about 5-6 minutes. And in today's episode, this property has been chasing the market since 2016. It's listed currently for $32 million, 1231 Lago Vista Drive, Beverly Hills, north of Sunset. And you should know the drill by now. In the first 2 minutes, I critique the property on the 10 factors of quality I've come up with. And then right after that, I will share with you guys how I marketed this property differently. And then at the end of the video, I will share with you guys my favorite comp for valuation purposes. How do I know all this stuff? My name is Arvins Score. I'm a real estate agent by day based in Beverly Hills, and a critic and an analyst and a real estate enthusiast at nighttime. So let's get the show started. Location, Beverly Hills, north of Sunset. A little too high, I have to give it a 9. Lot quality, just over an acre in 2 elevations, I have to give it a 9. Lot orientation, south facing, very close to cold water. You can certainly hear it. And it's also situated at the base of the canyon, meaning the 2 hills around you are gonna block that direct light that everyone wants for many hours of the day. I have to give it a 6. Lot utilization, tight frontage for the square footage. However, you have the biggest backyard out there. The side setbacks are tight. I have to give it a 7. Privacy, very private. No one looks into the backyard. You're a little bit too close to your neighbors. I have to give it an 8. Views, it's not a view property, so it gets a 0. Scale and architectural style. Architecturally speaking, it looks like one of those white boxes in Melrose. They just made it much more bigger. It looks super generic. There is no element of architectural excitement here for me, but the scale is there, great scale, and for that reason, I'm gonna give it a 5. Layout, it does have a wow factor, but it's not really a wow factor. It's like a, because you can't see the pool. The pool is on the lower elevation of the lot, so that you can't see that color and doesn't give you that oomph that you're looking for, but it does have the right amount of bedrooms in the right places. Good indoor-outdoor flow. I'm still gonna give it a 7. Finishes. This is perhaps one of the main reasons this property hasn't sold. Again, it looks like very cookie cutter, the same finishes you would see at a modern white box in Melrose, and it's just applied here on a greater scheme. And for that reason, I have to give it a 6. Upside, I can't see any place where you add square footage where it would make sense. However, it's a pretty good investment for the builder because they're in it at cost and they're currently renting it on a yearly lease for $85,000 and on a monthly lease $130,000. But I don't see it as a great investment for a buyer coming in and getting an ROI at the asking price. And for that reason, I'm going to give it a 2. Now, before I give you the Arvins Score, a word from our sponsor, 𝐶𝐬𝐬 Financial. Do you know why I use Mark 𝐶𝐬𝐬 for my own mortgages? No, it's not because he's the most successful. Yes, he's originated $10 billion worth of loan in the last 10 years, which is great. It's unheard of, but good for him. What I care for is the fact that he doesn't bullshit me. Over the first phone conversation when I call him, he tells me immediately the best available rate in the market for the product that I'm looking for. And when he doesn't have it, he makes an introduction to the bank that it does. I respect that. He always delivers on his promises. Here's his phone number. Give him a call. And also don't forget to thank him for supporting your favorite channel. All right, the Arvins Score is a 59, and that's an E+. Now you're thinking, Arvin, how would have you marketed this property differently? I honestly don't think I could have done anything differently. Every single top agent in the city has listed this property and they couldn't sell it. And the main reason is the price. This is not the property you bring on the market because it's such a unicorn for the area. I had a very hard time finding a comp for it, which could be a good thing if you position it in an off-market situation. Look, some properties sell for a higher number off-market than on the market. This property, when it came on the market at $44 million, people looked at it, no one really knew the value. It was a lot of confusion and just no one has bought it since. And it's just been stale and the price keeps coming lower and lower and lower. So strategically speaking, if I was their advisor in 2016, I would have told them, look, your finishes are great for a rental. You didn't go all out, so it's great. You can rent it out, create an income for yourself, and only pitch it off market through your agent connections or hire an agent who's very well connected with a top agent and is willing to put the work and sweat to keep this property on the radar of all the top agents. So when the right buyer comes in, they will show it to him, and because it doesn't comp so well with any other property, you might actually get lucky and sell it for that top dollar. But today, it's too late. It's been on the market for so long, and the price history is there. It's just gone stale. Now you're thinking, Arvin, how much is this property really worth? Look, off market, sky would have been the limit. But on the market, it's just gone stale. So it's going to comp really bad. My favorite property to comp, which is not even a perfect comp, but it's the only recent transaction in the area, is 1296 Montecillo, and sold for $16 million. Now you're thinking, Arvin, they're architecturally very different. I know. That's what I've been trying to tell you. It's very hard to comp this property. And for this reason, it's not going to look good on the market, because when you look at this sale, you're saying, okay, the Lago Vista is a much better property. It's nicer, it's more modern, better finishes. Now you just have to look at it. If this property sold for $16 million, architecturally very different and not as desirable as the property on Lago Vista, but how much better? And you just have to work up from the $16 million and get to a number that, you know, would make sense. And for these reasons, I really think this property should have been sold off market. Now, it's dangerous out there. Yes, the swings are so high on some of these unicorn properties that someone could get hammered and lose everything on a wrong purchase. And that's why you need an expert. And it's never a bad idea to contact the listing agents directly. Here's their information. Contact them. Ask them your question. And if you want my expertise, here's my information. arvin@arvinhedad.com. Now, if you like this house, you will probably like this house as well. They're kind of similar. And I have to share with you guys, the content of this video is purely my personal opinion. Real estate analysis is subjective in nature, and I don't guarantee the accuracy of information. In fact, you should go see the property yourself in person. You should review all the information available online. You should contact the city and form your own independent decisions. Now, tell me in the comments below if you agree or disagree with my price valuation for this property. I would love to hear it from you guys.